All right, just moments ago, the Senate voted to avert a nationwide rail strike that would have sent the nation into a tailspin. Joining us now on Where Things Stand, Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. Senator, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Sir, is this it? Are we good now, or is there any potential that we could see this happening all over again?
Well, you know, once Congress gets involved in this, I would guess that they'll keep running to Congress. I don't think it's a good idea really to have Congress involved with mediating contracts between labor and management. I actually voted unusually present because I don't think there's any role for Congress, and Congress shouldn't say whether labor is right or management is right. I think had we not gotten in the middle of this, they would have come to an agreement, because obviously a strike is not only bad for the country, it's bad for labor, and it's also bad for management. So, but by Congress coming to the rescue, I think it encourages this to happen again. And this isn't really the way the marketplace or the way people should figure out their wages. It's not the way we should have collective bargaining.
Yeah, as I was getting ready for this, I realized this is like the only industry where Congress actually has the right to get involved and set, disputes how many days off they get. But I do want to pivot and talk about an issue that you've been heavily involved in, that's spending. You've always been a champion of lower spending, and we're now 2 weeks away from December 16th, that deadline where the government will run out of money. Tell me where you see things going, because as I understand it, the two options are pretty much a continuing resolution where we keep funding at fiscal year 22 levels for another year, or we get this whole omnibus bill where we get increases in all areas of the government for the next fiscal year. So what's going to happen, and where are you putting your efforts? You
know, there's a short-term debate over whether we do a CR, which is just continuing the resolution, continuing the spending, or whether we have an omnibus, which has some more instructions in it. There's a debate over whether it be short-term or long-term. But these are very short-sighted sort of debates, and neither one of them are good for the country, frankly. Neither one of them are going to reduce spending. The voters who vote Republican, conservatives who want to have a Republican Congress, want us to use the power of the purse. And that means we need to control spending and actually fight for our agenda. What you always see is a capitulation. It gets to the end, and it'll be December 18th, and people will say, well, if you don't vote for it, you're going to shut down government. The Republicans run with their tail between their legs, and they just vote for whatever the Democrats want. What I've been proposing, and others have been proposing, is not a CR, not an omnibus. Let's pass 12 individual spending bills, and the one bill that is for the Treasury that's going to fund 87,000 IRS agents, let's hold that one hostage till hell freezes over, and let's never give in. And let's actually defeat them, and let's have some policy and show the American people, particularly conservatives, that we will fight and use the power of the purse. Instead, every time it's capitulation. And this is why people get frustrated. This is why people stay home or vote for a third party, because they don't see Republicans with the will and vigor to fight. So what I'm telling them, yeah, there's going to be this little spat in December. There always is. But more importantly, what's the Republican majority going to do next year in the House? And what I say, pass 12 individual bills, put policy riders on there that have the policy of the people who elected you, and then send them to the Senate and say, we will not do a CR, we will not do an omnibus. You vote on the individual bills 12, one at a time, and if we have a disagreement, then there'll be an impasse. We have been waiting for this for 40 years.
I agree with you 100%. I think what you're proposing makes total sense. The question I have for you is, will it happen? I mean, we're running out of money on December 16th. So tell me, you're a very smart guy, and you fight for these things, and you're a very principled guy. Right. So tell me, what do you think is going to happen on December 16th? Because in theory, we have three options, right? One is do nothing, two is the CR, or three is the omnibus. I mean, in theory, four, you could, in theory, put together those 12 bills, but I just don't see it happening with the amount of time it's happening. So tell me what happens on December 16th.
December 16th, what happens is what always happens. They will spend the money, the deficit will rise, Republicans will clamor for more military spending, Democrats will clamor for more welfare spending, and they will all get what they want, and it will pass. This always happens, but it happens mainly because they jumble them all into one bill, and then they say government will shut down. So what I'm advocating is not for December. In December, they will spend the money. It's a foregone conclusion. It's a fait accompli. It's done. It will happen, and it's sad. But Republicans and conservatives want us to fight. What I'm saying is, let's set up the fight for January. And mine is a message to House members and a message to the Republican leadership. Pass 12 individual bills, send them to the Senate, and then sit firm, and do not pass another omnibus. Do not pass another 3,000-page bill that no one reads. Let's actually do something, because we're bankrupting this country. Our voters want to see a fight. They don't want to see us always giving in to the Democrats. The reason we give in, because all the money's in one bill, and too many people here are afraid of their shadow. They're afraid of shutting the government down. So let's divide the bills into 12 bills like we're supposed to, and then let's fight.